how's it going? It's Janie over here at Janie Sweets. Welcome back to another Friday Fixes episode where you ask me okay questions and I do my best to answer them for you. Today's episode has been highly requested. A lot of you guys wanted to know, are you ready to start taking your home-based baking business full-time and quit your full-time job, but you weren't sure how much to pay yourself, right? Because the first thing you need to know is this going to support your lifestyle? So in today's episode, I am going to focus all about that. How much of your profit do you get to actually keep from your business? So if you want to learn everything I have to say about this, then keep on watching. The first thing you need to have down pat is your pricing. Now, before you dive into this video, if you have not seen my pricing video, which I have made a long time ago, but is still very relevant today, I am going to link it for you guys below so that you go ahead and give it a watch, just so that you at least know that you're pricing your cakes correctly and efficiently. Once you have your pricing down, whether it is through using my method or a different method, then you can come back to this video and then we're gonna get started. I'm gonna teach you everything I personally do in my business. All right, let's go. Now we are going to be using a lot of analogies in this example. I am the kind of person that learns visually, and I love to see analogies and love to see whatever the equation that someone is talking about put in real life. So we are going to be using real life examples here. If this is a little bit too slow for the way that you want to process the information, you can just look at the bottom of the screen and I'll have the equation written out for you. All right, so the first equation I am going to be talking about is how do you figure out your profit. So the first thing we're gonna do is work on a very simple equation, okay? Once you have your revenue, okay, which is what you've made total for this month, you've added up all of your the money you receive for every cake you've made this month. Let's just say that it's $5,000, okay? You're going to remove your expenses. So that's everything you've paid out of pocket to get, your cake. So let's just say that that is $500, okay? That is like, let's just say like gas to put in your car to deliver the cake and etc. So all of your expenses came up to be $500, okay? Your net profit, which is the money that you get to keep in your pocket, is $4,500, okay? Now, you might think, oh, this is great. I can definitely live off of $4,500 for the month. But hold on, there is more to this equation to get to what actually stays in your hand at the end of the month. Okay, so let's follow along. It's not gonna get complicated, but it's gonna get complex because there are a lot of moving parts to it. So the first thing that we are gonna need to account for are one of the two things that are guaranteed in life. We know we're gonna die and we know we have to pay taxes. Unfortunately, that is the nature of the world we live in, okay? Now, this may not apply to everywhere in the world or even everywhere, every state in the US. However, as a general rule of thumb, I like to allocate 15% of whatever money I made for my profit to taxes, okay? It can be more, it could be less. The reason why I put 15% is that it is right smack in the middle, okay? And that is what is called the payroll taxes. The reason why this may be foreign to a lot of you guys is because a lot of us come from an employee background, right? We've always worked for a paycheck. Now, on your paycheck, that money is automatically deducted, okay? And you don't even see it. And also your employer also pays a percentage of your salary to taxes as well. So because we're not used to that, a lot of times it pains us to put money away for taxes. But guess what the IRS is going to do if, at the end of the quarter or at the end of the year, they're gonna ask you for that money. And if you have not allocated that money and put it away somewhere, either in a different bank account or tuck it away in a drawer somewhere, you might end up in some hot waters and end up owing the IRS. So do not make that mistake. Just put 15% of everything you got as your profit away for your taxes. Then you have your operational expenses, okay? Now, those are not things that are your cost of making the product. They are things like, if you have a website, you need to pay the domain. If you hire photographers to take pictures of your cakes or desserts, you need to do that, pay for that. Different little things that you need to run your business, not so much to make a specific cake. Those are your operational expenses. Now you need to allocate about 10% of your profit to your operational expenses. And again, it may be more depending on what you personally do, and it also may be less. Let's say you have a website, obviously you're gonna have to pay for that. But if you don't have a website, then you don't have to pay for that. So look at everything that you personally use to run your business. If you use PicMonkey, that is a paid subscription that you need to pay every single month. Like, let's say you're making flyers or whatnot for your business using PicMonkey, that's an operational expense. So different things like that. Honestly, every last dollar counts. And also, a side note, there are ways that you can get those deducted in your taxes, so you pay less tax. But ask an accountant what that specific number would be for you. Your savings. Okay, now, I know not everybody likes to save, not everybody thinks you need to save, but honestly, you guys, especially with like the world as we know it, so many businesses were really struggling because they couldn't keep up with, paying themselves or their employees and continuing the business because they didn't put money aside. This doesn't have to be a big amount. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. It is something that you're going to build over time, but it is something that you're going to put in an account and forget about it. Forget it even exists. Don't think that, oh, I have some money saved up in my savings, I need a new KitchenAid, I'm gonna grab money from there. No. This is literally, your business is not gonna survive if you don't grab money from there. This is the only time you're allowed to touch that money, okay? So that is going to be 10% again of the $4,500, okay? So your savings, you put that aside, that's for your rainy day. So you may ask me, all right, Janie, so what do I do if I need a new KitchenAid? Like my mixer broke, what do I do? I got you. This is where you have another account, okay? And this account is to grow and invest in your business, all right? So this account, this is where you're going to get better tools, more tools, different things that you might have always wanted to try. This is where you're gonna grab the money from to invest and put it back into your business. Because let me tell you, if you don't put money aside for these things, you're gonna end up spending your own money for them. Like, for example, I do YouTube and I want a new camera. Do you think I'm gonna go ahead and buy a new camera? Absolutely not. I probably could. However, I'm saving for it so that I can invest into the business and grow the business and make better quality videos with a better quality camera. Does that make sense? So the same thing goes for your baking business. You need new spatulas and whatnot. Go ahead and put money aside for that. Once you have the money in that account, you can go ahead and reinvest it into your business. Okay, so we have allocated all of our money everywhere that it needs to go. Now comes the fun part. Paying yourself. Now this is the money that you get to actually physically take home, and you can blow it on whatever you want or start paying your own bills with it. This is your personal money, the money that you have earned from your business, okay? So if we add up all of the numbers that we just spoke about, now your revenue was $5,000 and your expenses were $500. So your net profit is going to be $4,500, okay? Of that $4,500, we had to put $675 away for taxes, boom, in a separate bank account. Then comes your operational expenses, stuff like your website, etc. $450 because that's 10%. And then your savings, that's for a rainy day. This is to keep your business afloat. When times get hard, you can survive for a couple of months. That is 10%, $450. Okay, now growing your business, this is to reinvest in your business, get a better camera, or get a, well, I say camera because I need a better camera, but like get a new KitchenAid, get a new set of spatulas and whatnot. This is going to be 10% of that 4,500, so it's 450. Then the rest of the money that is left over is $2,475. That is what you are gonna get to keep and take home. So you can see that from the $5,000 that you actually, charge customers for cakes, you only actually got to take home $2,475. So with all of that being said, I really hope that this example has made sense for you guys and that you don't, stress too much over it. It really is easy. It's not really complicated. You just need to make sure that once you open that bank account, you allocate money everywhere that it needs to go, and everything is gonna run smoothly and, perfectly. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, that you found it informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. I do make a different video every single Friday, so stay tuned for that and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on those. I will see you in the next one. Bye.